Good afternoon. I'm Khushi Mehta, interning at Youth Empowerment Foundation, and today I'll be explaining about companies and their types. Firstly, what does a company mean? As per Section 2, subsection 20 of the Companies Act 2013, company means a company is incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. Companies are classified on the basis of liability, members, control, capital, and other types of companies. Starting from based on liability, we have company limited by shares. The company members are liable only for the unpaid amount of the shares respectively held by them. If the shares are fully paid, then there is no liability. Example, Infosys Limited. Company limited by guarantee. A company limited by guarantee means the member's liability is limited to the amount they guarantee to contribute towards the company's assets. Example, Advanced Micro Foundry. Unlimited company. An unlimited company means the company that do not have any limit on their liability. If any debt arises, the member's liability is unlimited and extends to their personal assets. Example, Renbaxy, which turned insolvent, merged with the Sun Industries. Then comes based on members. We have a one person company, which is a special type of private company that has only one member. That person is also the director of the company. Only a natural person can be a member and nominee of a company. The OPC can never convert into a Section 8 company and has to mention OPC at the end of the name. Example, Truffle House OPC Private Limited. Private company is a company where there cannot be more than 200 members. A minimum of 2 members are required to establish a private limited company. The members cannot transfer their share and it is suitable for the businesses that prefer to register as private entities. The name of private company ends with PVT Ltd. Example, Make My Trip Private Limited. Public company. A public limited company means a company where the general public can hold the company shares. Basically, it's a company which is not a private company. The name of public company ends with the word Ltd. A private company, which is a subsidiary of a public company, shall also be deemed to be a public company. Example, Adani Power Limited. Next comes based on control. Holding company. A holding company is a company having more than 50% of the voting powers of another company on its own or with its subsidiaries. The holding company is the parent company controlling the subsidiary company's policies, assets, board of directors, and management decisions. Example, Walmart company, which is the holding company of Flipkart, and Flipkart is the holding company of Myntra and Jabong, making Walmart indirectly the holding company of Myntra and Jabong. A subsidiary company is a company owned by another company either partially or entirely. The holding company controls the composition of board of directors of the company or more than 50% of its voting powers. Example, Taj Hotels is a subsidiary of Indian Hotel Company, which is also the subsidiary of Tata Group. Associate company. A company which has a significant influence on but is not a subsidiary company having but is not a subsidiary of a company having such influence and includes a joint venture. Significant influence means control of at least 20% of the total voting power or control or participation in business decisions under an agreement. Example, Tata Starbucks is a 50-50 joint venture and is a subsidiary of Tata Consumer Products Limited. Based on capital. Listed company is a company which is registered on various recognized stock exchanges within and outside India. Their shares are freely tradable on the stock exchanges and they have to follow the guidelines given by the Securities Exchange Board of India, SEBI. Example, Hindustan Unilever Limited is a publicly traded company. Unlisted company is a company that is not a listed company and its shares are not freely tradable on the stock exchanges. An unlisted company must convert to a public company and issue a prospectus if it wishes to list its securities on the stock exchanges. Example, the famous Times Group, which is Times Group is a publicly unlisted company. Lastly, other companies. Government company is a company where 51% of the paid up share capital or the total voting power is held by the central government or by the state government or by the central or the state government together, and includes a company which is also the subsidiary of a government company. Example, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is an Indian state owned aerospace and defense company where the government owns around 90% of the stake. Foreign company means any company which is incorporated outside India, which has a place of business in India, whether by its agent or physically or through its electronic mode, and conducts any business activity in India in any other manner. Example, Nestle is a Swiss company. Non-profit company, a Section 8 company, is a limited company that holds the license from the central government and is involved in the promotion of its objects like arts, commerce, social welfare, research, etc. It uses its profits in promoting its objects and doesn't pay dividend to its members. It is not required to add the word limited nor the words private limited at the end of the name. Example, Reliance Foundation is a non-profit organization involved in humanitarian activities. Nidhi Company. It's a company which has been incorporated as a Nidhi with the object of cultivating the habit of thrifting and savings among its members. Receive deposits from and lending to its members only for their mutual benefits. It complies with the rules as prescribed by the central government for regulation of such class of companies. Example, Mini Muthutu Nidhi Kerala Limited. Thank you so much. This is Khushi Mehta signing off.